Hi class, today we'll continue with arithmetic progression and in this video we'll find how to calculate the sum of first n terms of an AP. We have already done how to find the general term of an AP in the previous videos. Okay. Now let us see, suppose I take an AP whose first term I take as A, whose last term I take as L, number of terms I take as N, and common difference I take as D. Let us write this AP, okay? It will be A, then A plus D, then A plus 2D. Similarly, the last term will be L, and before last term it will be L minus D. Similarly, before L minus D, we'll have L minus 2D, isn't it? Now, when you add all these terms, see, we can write S, sum of n terms. Sn is equal to A plus D plus A plus twice D plus dot dot dot. Similarly, L minus 2D plus L minus D plus L. Now what I'll do, I'll write it one more time but in the reverse order. See, L plus L minus D plus L minus 2D plus dot dot dot. Similarly, this will be A plus 2D plus A plus D plus A, isn't it? Now when you add these two, okay, I'm adding these two equations. So twice of Sn, where Sn represents the sum of first n terms of an AP. This will be A plus L. These two added, look carefully, DD cancels out, A plus L. Similarly, this will be A plus L. Similarly, this will be A plus L plus A plus L plus A plus L, which means, in short, can I write twice of Sn is equal to n times A plus L. I can write this, okay? Now look carefully. So Sn will be n by 2 A plus L. So this is the sum of n terms of an AP. Again, look carefully. Sn equals to n by 2 A plus, and last term, we know the formula, A plus n minus 1 D, which means Sn can be written as n by 2 twice of A plus n minus 1 D. Am I clear? Remember, general term of an AP, An, is written as A plus n minus 1D, and last term is written as same, A plus n minus 1D, where n is the number of terms, total number of terms. Is this clear? So Sn can be either this or this. Now, using the same concept, let us see how to find the sum of first n natural numbers. Let us see. We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4 dot dot. There are n natural numbers. Of course, my first term is 1. The common difference, if you see, 2 minus 1 is 1. And the last term is n. Simply put it over here. Sn will be n by 2 A plus the last term. Okay, so this Sn will be n plus 1 by 2. Done. Now let us look at the sums from this exercise. Now look at sums from exercise 9.3. The first sum is 2, part 1. Find the sum of 34 plus 32 plus 30 dot dot dot. The last term is 10. First we'll write the data. The first term is 34, the last term is 10, What is the common difference? 32 minus 34. So that's minus 2. Now with the help of the last term, try to find the number of terms, So last term is equal to a plus n minus 1 d, where n is the total number of terms, which implies I can write 10 equals to 34 plus n minus 1 multiplied by minus 2, which means 10 minus 34 will be minus 24 equals to minus 2 multiplied by n minus 1. This 24 by 2 is 12 equals to n minus 1, which means n will be 13. Done. Now find the sum. Sn, we'll use this formula. Sn equals to n by 2 a plus l, which is 13 by 2, 34 plus 10, which is 13 by 2 multiplied by 44. So this is 13 multiplied by 22 is 286. Done. Now look at sum number 3 part 1. In an AP, A is 5, the first term, D is 3, and AN, the nth term, is 50. Find N and Sn. We'll first use the formula for nth term. We know AN equals to A plus n minus 1d, which means can I write 50 equals to 5 plus n minus 1, d is 3, which means 50 minus 5 will be 45 equals to thrice n minus 1. So 45 by 3 is 15 equals to n minus 1. So I can say n equals to 16. I got n as 16. Now I'll find Sn. See? Sn. I'll use this formula. This is n by 2 twice of a plus n minus 1d. Am I clear? Just substitute the values. So this is 16 by 2 twice of a. A is 5. N 16 minus 1. And d is what? D is 3. Just substitute the values and get the answer. This is 8 times. This is 10. And 15 3s are 45. So that's 8. That's 55. That's 440. Now look at sum number 3 part 4. It says if A equals to 8, AN equals to 62, Sn equals to 210, find N and D. Look carefully. First of all, AN is given. So AN, can I write A plus n minus 1d, which is 62 equals to 8 plus n minus 1d. Now 62 minus 8 is 54 is equal to n minus 1d. Keep it here because we don't have n as well as d. Now we'll try to utilize Sn. Look carefully. Sn equals to, we'll use this one, n by 2 twice of a plus n minus 1d, isn't it? Now we'll substitute the values. So 210 is equal to n, we don't have an idea, and this is twice of a, so twice of 8 will be 16 plus n minus 1d, we know the value 54, so I'll put it over here. So 210 equals to n by 2 multiplied by, this is 70, which is 35. So this is 210 by 35 equals to n. Now 35 6 times gives you 210. So n is 6. Now substitute the value of n over here. So we get 54 equals to 6 minus 1d, which means 54 equals to 5d, which means d equals to 54 by 5. Done. Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 4 part 2. The sum says the sum of the first 15 terms of an AP is 750 and its first term is 15. Find the 20th term. Very easy. First of all, what is given to us? The first term is 15. The number of term is 15 and the sum of 15 term is given as 750. Okay. They have told us to find the 20th term. They told us to find T20. First of all, we will find D. Use this formula. See, Sn is equal to n by 2 twice of a plus n minus 1d. Substitute the value. So 750 equals to n by 2 twice of a plus n minus 1, and d we don't know. Clear? So that's 2 goes over here, 1500. So 1500 equals to 15. That's 30 plus 14d. Now 1500 by 15 will be 100 is equal to 30 plus 14d, which means 70 equals to 14d, which means d equals to 70 by 14. That's 5. We got d is 5. Now find the 20th term. T20 will be equal to a plus 20 minus 1 d. Use it. A is what? 15, 19, and d is what? 5. So that's 15 plus 95. That's 110. Done. Now look at this sum. Very interesting. Number 5. The first term and the last term of an AP are 17 and 350 respectively. So I'll just write the data first. The first term is 17 and your last term is 350. Okay. If the common difference here, d is 9. How many terms are there and what is the sum? They are asking n and they are asking the sum of those number of terms. Now look, we use the formula for the last term. So the last term is a plus n minus 1d, where n is the total number of terms. Okay, so I can say 350 equals to 17 plus this is n minus 1, we don't know this one, and your d is 9. Am I clear? I'll just open the bracket. So this is 350 equals to 17 plus 9n minus 9, which is 350 equals to 17 minus 9 is how much? It's 8 plus 9n, which means 342 equals to 9n, which means n equals to 342 by 9. Am I clear? 9 3s are 27 and 9 8s are 72. So your n, you got n as 38. Now I'll find the sum of n terms, which is 38 terms over here. So Sn, we'll use this formula. N by 2 a plus l. Look carefully. That's 38 by 2. You know the first term? Yeah, 17. You know the last term? Yeah, 350. So that's 19 multiplied by, this is 367. Now 19 into 367 will be 6973. Okay, and that's your answer. Now let us look at the next sum. Look at sum number 16, which says solve for x 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus dot 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 x equals to 287. These are in AP. Your first term, if you look carefully, your a is 1 and your common difference d is 4 minus 1, that's 3, and the sum of n terms is 287. We'll first find n. How many terms are there? Now look carefully. We know Sn equals to n by 2 twice of a plus n minus 1 d. Okay, just substitute the value. 287 equals to n by 2 twice of a means 2 plus n minus 1 into 3. 2 goes over here, 2 7s are 14, 16, 17, 574 equals to n, and when you open the bracket, this is 2 plus this is 3n minus 3, which means we got 574 equals to n, 3n minus 1, which means 574 equals to 3n square minus n. which we can write 3n square minus n minus 574 equals to 0. We'll do the middle term now. I know this is 3n square minus 42n plus 41n minus 574 equals to 0. 3n taken common, so n minus 14 plus 41 taken common, n minus 14 equals to 0, which means 3n plus 41 or n minus 14 equals to 0. So we have two cases from here. First case is 3n plus 41 equals to 0, which gives s as n as minus 41 by 3, which is not possible. Not possible. And the second case gives n minus 14 equals to 0, which is n equals to 14. This is possible. So there are 14 terms. So x is your 14th term. So t14, which is x, it will be a plus n minus 1d. Just substitute the value. A is 1 plus 14 minus 1 and d is 3. So that's 1 plus 13 into 3. That's 1 plus 39. That's 40. So here s is 40. Now look at sum number 7. Very interesting. They told how many terms of an AP 24, 21, 18 ... must be taken so that the sum is 78. Explain the double answer, which means we'll get two answers. Let us see. Your first term is 24. Your common difference is 21 minus 24. That's minus 3. And the sum of n terms is 78. Let us see. We know sum of n terms is equal to n by 2 twice of a plus n minus 1d. We have the formula. Just put the values over here. So 78 equals to n by 2 twice of a means 48 plus n minus 1 into minus 3. Am I clear? Which means this is 2 is 16, 2 is 156. Okay, is equal to n. This is 48 minus 3n plus 3, which is 156 equals to n. This is 51 minus 3n, which means this we can write 156 equals to 51n minus 3n square. Bring everything on one side. So 3n square minus 51n plus 156 equals to 0. 3 taken common. N square minus, this is how much? This is 17n plus 3 5s are 52 equals to 0. But that's a quadratic equation. We'll solve it. See how? We got n square minus 17n plus 52 equals to 0. That's very easy. 13 and 4. Middle term. So n square minus 13n minus 4n plus 52 equals to 0. Which means n minus 13 minus 4, n minus 13 equals to 0. That's n minus 4 and n minus 13 equals to 0. Which means n equals to 4 or n equals to 13. Now look carefully. We got two answers. How this is possible? That if you add 4 terms, you are getting 78. And then if you add 13 terms, then also you are getting 78. Look. The series is 24, 21, 18, we know, 15, we know, 12, ... So, these 4 terms will add to give 78, no doubt in that. Now look at T5. T5 is 12. Okay. What is T13? T13 is nothing but A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay. So T13 is 24 plus this is 12 into minus 3. That's 12 minus 36, which is minus 12. Which means the 13th term will be minus 12. Okay. Which means after this we'll have 9. Over here it will be minus 9. Which means the sum of these 8 terms, 4 term over here and 8. We have how many terms? We have 30. Sorry, these 9 terms. These 9 terms will give a 0. Which means whether you add 4 terms or together 13 terms, you'll still get 78. Clear? Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 19. This recently came in ICSE. In an AP, if the 4th and the 6th term are 8 and 14. So your T4 is 8 and T6 is 14. Find the first term, the common difference, and sum of first 20 terms. Very easy. T4. T4 is what? A plus 3D, and that is equal to 8. Isn't it? Instead of n, I'll put 4. So A plus 4 minus 1D. Similarly, T6 is nothing but A plus 5D, and that is equal to 14. I'll subtract this 2. So this is minus 2D equals 2 minus 6, which means D equals to 3. Once you get D, put it in any of the equation. Suppose A plus thrice of D equals to 8. So A plus 9 equals to 8. So A equals to, we get minus 1. Done. We got the first term. We got the common difference. Now sum of first 20 term. So look, Sn. S20 will be n by 2 twice of A plus n minus 1D. We'll just use the formula. We have everything. N is what? 20 twice of A. A is what? Minus 1 plus n is what? 20 minus 1, and D is what? 3. So that's 10. This is minus 2, and this is 19. 3 times gives you 57. So that's 10 into 55. That's 550. Done. So the sum of first 20 term will be 550. Now look at sum number 11. Very interesting. Okay. If the sum of first 6 terms of an AP is 36 and that of the first 16 term is 256, find the sum of first 10 terms. Now look what they have given. Sum of first 6 terms they are given as 36, and sum of first 16 terms they are given 256. They want to find the sum of the first 10 terms. First 10 terms they want the sum. Using these two, we'll find A and D. How come? Sn. S6. S6 will be what? 6 by 2 twice of A plus 6 minus 1 D equals to 36, I can say, which means 3 twice A plus 5 times D equals to 36, which means twice A plus 5D equals to 12. Done. We got the first equation. With this, I'll get the second equation. See, again S16. S16 is what? 16 by 2 twice of A plus 16 minus 1D equals to 256. This is 8 times. This is 8 times 2A plus 15D equals to 256. So 2A plus 15D equals to 8 3s are 24, 32. So we got two equations. Look carefully. We got 2A plus 5D equals to 12, and we got 2A plus 15D equals to 32. Just subtract these two. This is minus 10D equals to minus 20, which means D equals to 2. Once you get D as 2, put it in equation 1. So 2A plus 5 2s are 10 equals to 12, which means 2A equals to 2, which means A equals to 1. So you got A as 1, D as 2. Now find the sum of first 10 terms. So S10 will be n by 2 twice of A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, that's 5 and that's 2 wait, that's 5, 2 plus 9 2s are, that's 18, that's 5 times 20, that's 100. So the sum of first 10 terms will be 100. Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 12, very interesting. What they have told. Show that A1, A2, A3 form an AP where AN is defined as AN equals to 3 plus 4n. Also find the sum of first 15 term. Look, AN is given as 3 plus 4n. So what will be by A1? 3 plus 4 into 1, that's 7. Similarly, A2 will be 3 plus 4 2 times, that's 11. A3 is 3 plus 4 3 times, that's 15. So we know the AP, it will be 7, 11, 15 dot dot dot. Over here the first term is 7 and the common difference, if you look carefully, 11 minus 7 will be 4. Find the sum of 15 terms. Sum of 15 terms will be n by 2 twice of a plus n minus 1d. We'll substitute the value over here. So your n is 15 by 2 twice of a. So your a is 7, so 14 plus n minus 1, that's 15 minus 1, 14 into d is 4. Okay, that's 15 by 2 and that's 14 plus 56, that's 15 by 2 multiplied by 70, that's how much? That's 525. Done. Now look at this sum, number 14, very interesting. In an AP, the sum of first n term is 6n minus n square. Find its 25th term. Now look carefully. Sum of n term is 6n minus n square. So what will be my sum of n minus 1 term? Okay, instead of n, I'll put n minus 1. Look carefully. I can do like this. Okay, so that's 6n minus 6 and that's a square plus b square minus twice ab. That's 6n minus 6 minus n square minus 1 plus 2n. That's how much? That's 6n plus 2n. That's 8n minus n square minus 7. Now look carefully. We have done. A term will be equal to sum of n terms minus sum of n minus 1 term. How come? Look over here. If you have A1, A2, A3, A4, suppose A5, okay? If you have the sum of 5 terms and you have the sum of 4 terms, so look carefully. If you subtract S5 minus S4, aren't you getting A5? Am I clear? So that we can write this also. Now look, so AN will be SN. SN is 6n minus n square minus SN minus 1 is 8n minus n square minus 7. So this is 6n minus n square minus 8n plus n square plus 7. So that's this goes away. This is 7 minus this is 2n. Now we are finding A25. So we put the value 7 minus 2 into 25. That's 7 minus 50. That's minus 43. Clear? So the 25th term will be minus 43. Nice sum. Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at this sum, very interesting. Number 15. If Sn denotes the sum of first n terms of an AP, prove that S30 equals to thrice S20 minus S10. Simple. Look, first of all, I'll find S10. 10 by 2 twice of A plus 10 minus 1 D. I can write this. So S of 10 will be 5. This is 2A plus 90. So S of 10 will be 10A plus 45D. Done. We got S of 10. I'll find S of 20. S of 20. I'll write 20 by 2 twice of A plus 20 minus 1D. So S of 20 will be 10 twice A plus 19D, which means S of 20 will be, this is 20A plus 190D. Clear? Now I'll find S30. I'm just finding all this out. S30. S30 will be what? 30 by 2 twice of A plus 30 minus 1D. Am I clear? So S of 30 is 15 twice of A plus 29D. Am I clear? So S of 30 is 30A plus, how much is this? 435D. Done. Now look carefully. What I'll do, I'll subtract these two. I'll find S20 minus S10. Now S20 minus S10 will be 20A plus 190D minus 10A minus 45D, which is equal to 20A minus, this is 10A, and this, if you look carefully, this is plus 145D, isn't it? Now 3 times S20 minus S10 is nothing but 3 times 10A plus 145D, which is 30A plus, this is 5. Now if you look carefully, this is nothing but S30. Proved. Nice sum. Done. Now look at 16 part 2. Find the sum of first 15 multiples of it. Come on, this is very easy. Now 8, 16, the 15, the last term we know will be 120. Okay, use this formula. So A's first S15 will be 15 by 2 A plus L. So this is 15 by 2 into 128. That's 64. 15 4s are, this is 60. This is 96. Done. Clear? Now let us look at the next sum. Now let us look at 16 part 2, which says find the sum of all natural numbers between 100 and 200 which are divisible by 4. We have done a sum of this type, you know, between 100 and 200. We know after 100 the first number which is divisible by 4 is 104, isn't it? And before 200 the number which is divisible by 4 is 196. So we have the first term, we have the last term. Try to get the number of terms over here. Orally we know there are 24 terms. 4 to 96, we know there are 24 terms. But still we need to find it. Use this formula. The last term equals to the first term plus n minus 1. And d is what? D is 4 over here. 108 minus 104. 4. So that's 92 equals to n minus 1 by 4. 4 comes over here. So 23 equals to n minus 1. So n equals to 24. I told you. Now find the sum. So S24 will be, we can use this formula also, simple. 24 by 2. Since we know the first term and the last term, 104 plus 196. So S24 is 12 and that's 300. So that's 3600. Done. Now look at the last sum for this exercise. 16 part 4. Find the sum of all natural numbers less than 100 which are divisible by 6. Something like this. We know the first number which is divisible by 6 is 6, then 12. Less than 100. So before 100 the number which is divisible by 6 is 96. Again, we know there are 16 terms, but we need to find the number of terms with this. So the last term will be, again the same formula, 6 plus n minus 1, and d is 6 over here. 12 minus 6 is 6. So this is 90 equals to n minus 1 into 6. 90 by 6 is 15 equals to n minus 1, or n equals to 16. So there are 16 terms. Okay. So S16 is, n by 2 a plus l. We'll use this formula because we have the first term and the last term. So that's 16 by 2, and a is 6 plus 96. That's 8, and that's 102. That's 168. Clear? So the sum of 16 terms which are divisible by 6 is 816. And that's the chapter. In the next video, we'll start with geometric progression. Till then, take care.